So the situation we got here is we have a light switch at the top of the stairs here, and that controls this light. So there's a couple problems that it's dark when you're trying to walk down the stairs at night up there, and there isn't a switch down here to turn the light on. So I'm going to be taking care of both of those problems today, and I've already started a little bit. These are the lights that I'm installing here. They drill into the stairs here and sit flush, and this is all going to get repainted here after this install. I got these lights on Amazon. So these are just some LED deck lights. I'll leave those in the description below. With 10 lights, they were about $40, and these are the only ones I could find. I couldn't find some white ones, unfortunately. I'm sure I could if I do some more looking around, but I wanted to make sure that they sit flush and out of the way. So we're going to be using those, and then I'm also going to be using an in-wall lighting control with wireless remote. I got this at my local Menards. I'm sure they would have something like this at Home Depot or Lowe's as well. We're going to be replacing the switch upstairs with this light switch, and then this one will be the one we use down here. So this will go on the wall here. So I've already drilled the holes and installed the lights, but I haven't wired up anything yet. So first off, I just used an 1 inch drill bit to go through, and I just centered them on the stairs every step. I probably could have gone just every other step, but this will give us plenty of light. So 1 1/8 was perfect size to get them in easily. Before you guys get started, you're going to want to know the path of how you're going to run the wires. So just make sure you got a good plan for that, and then mark out, drill your holes, and hopefully you guys can see. There, it's a little dark, but these wires here just come right through, and they just connect up to each other. They plug in, connect up to each other, so they go all the way up a little above this venting here, and so we're going to connect them all up. And then the last one here will connect up here, and it needs to plug into an outlet. Alright, so we're going to be installing an outlet somewhere in here to plug them into. So we're going to be pulling power from this light here. So I'm going to get up here, pull power from the light, and then run our outlet down so that the outlet has power when that switch is hit up there, so that the lights will turn on. So first things first, I'm going to install our outlet right here, and I will show you guys how I do that and pull power from this light. Alright, so we have to install the outlet first for the lights, and I'm going to be pulling it off this light here. And we got a few problems here. This EMT fell off there, so I'm going to try and get that back on. And looks like, yep, we can connect our wire and go out through there. So I do have the switch off, double check there is no power. So no power there. Alright, so our power wire is going to be coming out of here. So we're going to install this EMT. And then make sure it's nice and tight. Get a flat head on there. And make sure it's nice and tight there. Alright. And this is the exact EMT I'm using here, and we're going to be using some 12-2 wire. I personally just like to use 12-2 instead of 14-2. It's a little bit higher quality wire. Alright, so now I'm getting this kind of unbundled here. And we are going to try and feed it over to where the outlet's going to go. Yeah, we're going to pull that down behind the vent here. So we're going to drill a hole through the top plate here so that I can bring the wire down.
Pull back the slack. So we're gonna have our box somewhere in here, so I'll let myself get 2 pieces. They work through. Now pull back that slack.
So we're gonna hook up the blacks to the blue, hook up the neutrals, and then we're gonna hook up the ground on the light to the ground on the Romex, and then this conduit acts as the ground from our power. We'll hook all that up. Okay, so we finally got both the EMTs on here. So these are the wires coming from the switch. The blue is the hot, this is the old house. It's hot and neutral from the switch. And here is our new Romex that's going to our outlet over there. And these are the hookups for the light. Alright, so we got those all connected. Good rule of thumb to do is pull on all your wires, and then I like to just put a little bit of tape on there, and that just make sure that you actually got a good connection on the wires and the wire nuts. You can also use Wagos as well. Those are a little bit easier. So I'm going to carefully tuck away all the wires and then put the cover back on and put our light back up. Okay, so here's our switch here. So you can see the yellow is our power coming in, and then the blue goes to our light. And we also have to hook up to these neutrals back in there. And sometimes you might not have any neutrals in there. So before you start this, you're going to want to make sure that you've got neutrals in there. If you don't, you're going to have to find another outlet or something on this circuit and run a neutral wire from there to here. But I'm going to turn off the power and hook up our switch. Oh, sorry. I do that every time.
Put your light back on. You go check our outlet for power. Oh, I don't have my tester here to make sure this is wired properly, but to make sure we got power. And we do. Everything seems to be working. Everything seems to be working just fine. I'm going to go ahead and set up this wireless remote here.
Alright, so it says to put in the battery with positive side up. So did I break it? There we go. Alright, positive side up. Ooh, and it works. Alright. Very nice. Alright, excuse the mess here. We got basement edition or bathroom edition going on as well down here, so quite the mess. You can check that out too on my channel. This awesome bathroom is going down. So right now we're gonna hook up all of our lights and plug it in, and hopefully they work. And this little cap just goes on the end one here. And there you have it. Switch down here working fine. It's off pretty good light. Not too hard.